Now, I don't know if you watched this or not. There was a lot of stuff going on, a lot of random sports tonight. Maybe you missed it. But we like to point out in the middle of the night here that you don't need to worry here because we've got your back. We were watching. The dirty Alex Bregman hitting a 3-run homer. And Framber Valdez, 7 strong innings. And the cheating Astros edge the Yankees by the skin on their chinny chin, 3-2. And so just like that, Houston up 2-0. Bad guys lead good guys in the American League Championship Series. So let us discuss the question, who gets the blame for the Yankees here? Another subpar performance by the Yankees in this game offensively. I've got Paul Simon, Cattle, and Lazy Susan. And we will tie all of these things together, and we are going to make some amazing nachos with that gooey neon orange cheese. That's what we're going to make. All right, so when we give out the blame and you slice up the blame pie, you got to go to Costco and get one of those Kirkland industrial-sized pies because every hitter gets a thick slice with extra frosting on the New York side, those in the New York Road Grays. They decided to take another personal day. Take a personal day. And if you see the Yankee bats, please call someone in the Bronx because they'd like to find what happened to their bats. The Bronx Bombers supposed to provide the muscle, a symphony, a cacophony of offense. It's a birthright there. The Yankees, who didn't do much in the opening round against Cleveland, and during the regular season, though, they had the second highest run total in the big leagues this year. And they failed to live up to that advanced billing there in the 2 games in Houston. False advertising. First time in 24 postseason games, the game that was just played here in Game 2, that the Yankees did not hit a home run. And it continues to be the same old song. It's the old Paul Simon album, One Trick Pony. That's the Yankees, right? Home run, and you got to hit a lot of them because that's about it. That's all you got. In fact, over 50% of the Yankee runs scored this year, their second most runs in baseball, but over 50% produced via the long ball. And yet again, the Pinstripers, they sent up a lineup that had a lot of big names, but they turned out to be babbling, bumbling, a band of buffoons at home plate. I believe it was 13 more strikeouts following 17 strikeouts in the opener. So my computer-like brain tells me we're up to 30 strikeouts in the first 2 games of the American League Championship Series. The only runs the Yankees scored, if you saw the game, you know this, the only runs the Yankees scored in Game 2 were gift-wrapped, meaning they didn't earn them. They were unearned runs. Framber Valdez had a brain fart, lost in a haze, and made not 1 but 2 errors on the same play in the 4th inning, and that set the Yankees up to get a couple of runs. But outside of that faux pas, the Yankee batters serving up eggs, goose eggs, goose egg there, goose egg there, goose egg there, and now they are left playing the ifs and buts game after game number 2. You've played the ifs and buts game, right? Aaron Judge missed a 2-run homer, if you saw it, 8th inning. It was a high, towering fly ball, deep ball hit out there, right field. And the outfielder, Kyle Tucker, went right back against the wall and caught it. And how close was that to being a home run? The baseball would have landed in the right field porch at Yankee Stadium, according to the nerds at StatCast, who keep track of such things. That would have been a home run at Yankee Stadium. But spoiler alert, they were playing the game in Houston at Minute Maid Park. The roof was open. I love that professional ball players complain because the roof is open. There was a lot of grumbling about that before the game. The players in Houston don't like the roof open. Is that because the sound of the buzzers and the trash cans does not travel as far when the roof is open? Is that why? I don't know. But anyway, the wind, they say, might have knocked the Judge home run down. So woulda, coulda, shoulda, ifs and buts were candy and nuts. The Yankees would have won the game, but close, no cigar. All right, now, page 2. On the other side, the winning locker room. What did you think of Alex Bregman providing all the offense for Houston? So I went and checked my email, and I did get an email from one of our listeners in Houston who said, how can you not be impressed with Bregman? It was a majestic home run, and the whole, obviously needling me. And I'm not impressed. If anything, Bregman hitting the home run here validates my long-standing position that every accomplishment the Astros get is bogus, that they can go unbeaten this postseason, and for all I care, it doesn't matter. It's all phony. I'm not, and really real baseball fans are not giving them any credit. It's the people who are on the take, who are on the payroll for Major League Baseball, the broadcasters who are paid by broadcast partners of baseball. It's people like that. I'm not on that payroll. I can be real. I can be truthful. Alex Bregman, Jose Altuve, Yuli Gurriel, a racist, are still casting a large, dark shadow over this franchise. They're dirty dogs. Arf, 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 dirty dogs. Convicted and unpunished for the great espionage scandal of 2017 and beyond. And on this on this program, the a-holes have been branded like cattle with barcodes. All right, they all have barcodes on them, and they should have been outlawed. They were not. Felons. Felonious fools is what I say. However, since Major League Baseball chose not to punish the players who took part in that, the masterminds behind it, in the court of Malheur, we have determined everything they do for the rest of their careers is phony. Every team they're on is phony, everything. Swindlers, devious, cunning, all of those things. These guys do not deserve to be taken seriously, and we will do our part, and hopefully you'll do your part as well. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Now, surprisingly, Jose Altuve has as many hits as you and I have in the entire postseason. He's now 0 for 23. We're trying to figure out why Altuve's buzzer is not working right now. What's going on with that? The Astros have more postseason wins than hits in the postseason with runners in scoring position. So what's wrong with those trash cans in Houston? Have they moved on now? Is it now the pitching staff that is scuffing the baseball or using some kind of lube on the ball? I don't know. I have no idea there, but I'll try to get to the bottom of that. And you can't dismiss anything. I can't dismiss anything. All it takes is one whistleblower, and then we'll get to the bottom of this. Last word here. All right, last word here. So take a couple of steps back. Wide angle lens. The Yankees, down 0-2. The team we want to win, down 0-2. Where are we at in the American League Championship Series after 2 games? So for the novice, you say the Yankees need a shovel, that they have dug themselves a hole, a giant hole, and they got to dig out of it. So that's it, and I don't disagree. Down 0-2 in a best of 7, that's not the most ideal situation. But I am going to be Benny Brightside on this one for our Yankees, America's team, the Yankees, as they take on the evil schmucks from Houston. All right, so think of this like a lazy Susan. The lazy Susan has turned, and the gravy is right in front of the Yankees. The gravy is right there for the Yankees, and I'll tell you why. All right, the Yankees have saved up a couple of intercontinental ballistic missiles, and they're ready to launch them back in the Bronx. Now, I'm a skeptic about Garrett Cole in the postseason, but the Yankees are paying this guy more than any other pitcher in baseball. He's going to be on the mound. Nasty Nestor Cortez follows that up. These are the big heavyweights for the New York Yankees. The cheaters have already used their big guns, Verlander and Framber Valdez. They're out for the next couple of games. And so this sets up where the Yankees now have an advantage. But they haven't been able to beat the Astros this year. I don't care about that. Okay? These next 2 games, if it goes as planned, here's what I'm looking at. No. Here's what I'm looking at. 2-2. 3 games to go. Best of 3. 2-2. That's what I'm looking at, okay? Here we go, Yankees. Here we go. Come on, everybody. Here we go, Yankees. Here we go. I'm telling you. Set up right there. I should give a pep talk. I should be the manager, not Aaron Boone. I should be the bleeping manager and give a pep talk to these guys. It's set up right there. It's set up. All right, come on. Get your head out of your tuchus. What's wrong with you? All right, now I'm told we have some post-game sound. I don't have the sound, so I guess we'll just kind of do this blindly here. Brandon did not pass that over. So I think we have Aaron Boone. All right, we have Aaron Boone here. All right, here's Aaron Boone pointing out the Yankees have some giant holes in their bats.
The idea ain't just to touch it. You got to touch it in situations. We got to score.
What?
They're about as tough as there is to score against, but we got to figure out a way. And it takes all of us, from a game plan standpoint to every guy in that lineup, just doing their part to make it a little more difficult on them.
I want to hear the beginning of this again. Hard. This sounds like we could play this out of context and make Aaron Boone look like a total.
The idea ain't just to touch it. You got to touch it in situations. We got to score.
Aaron, what's that? Aaron, can you give me some advice? I'd like you to teach sex ed in junior high school. Can you give us some advice there, please, Mr. Boone? The idea ain't just to touch it. You got to touch it in situations. We got to score. So good. Oh, it's so good, Aaron Boone. Way to go, Booney. Oh, that is outstanding. That is outstanding. All right, it is
hardest wood I've ever touched.
It is the Ben Maller Show.